Alright, testing. I did a video the other day and I had the focus way too close up. I did it a couple times actually lately. I gotta figure out where I need the camera at so that you can see the whole fretboard. Alright. And I don't know. We'll see. So this will be creative ways to use, like we're using A minor pentatonic as an example, but you should learn it in every key. You know, once you master the A minor. I might stick my finger. I hold the pick so close to my finger that I catch my fingernail when I play. So you got to get that down. To be above average player, that's, I think, very helpful to get there, is master your pentatonic so you can play it all the way up the fretboard and down, from the lowest E up to the top in every block, and then travel wherever you want, and then get to where you can move that to any key you want. If you're going to be playing in G, and be able to play it anywhere. And even get to where you can play it without looking. That, to be above average player, it's me. All it is you get it deep inside you. You sit and play them a million times, and they get deep inside you. So today's little thing I want to do is just a little thing about, there's a zillion creative ways to use one, so you want to make it not just sound like you're walking up and down a scale. So with using the A minor pentatonic, for an example, before I put the camera on, I was just sitting here noodling. I was actually playing in a whole nother key, but then I started doing the A minor, and I started with a C note. And I'm like, yeah, there's a zillion flavors, or not a zillion, but quite a few flavors you can get just out of an A minor pentatonic. And again, think, you can do this same thing in G minor, F minor, F sharp minor, any key. You can do all this stuff the same. If you want to hear that in a higher key, then you play the same stuff in a higher key. What's nice about the A minor and like the E minor is you can do a lot of open string stuff. You know? Except like on the B, to have the A minor note, you gotta have that C in there. But I still used to practice it, even though I played the open B. An A minor pentatonic is an A note, a C, a D, an E, and a G, but it don't have to be in that order. Okay, you can start with the G note and go up to G, and play the notes of A minor: G, A, C, D, E, and then to the G, and listen to what it sounds like. Has a G major flavor to it, but it's not. You're playing the notes of the A minor, but you're playing from the G to the G in the A minor, because there is a G note in the A minor pentatonic. Same thing with the C. I went over this on a video about, that's the major side of the A minor pentatonic, the C. You're playing C to C, playing all the notes of A minor pentatonic, and then you can also favor the E note. And you could go down the scale and go to your D, ride on the D note, and hit a D chord, and that's A minor pentatonic I'm using, but I'm not. You're not hearing the A minor side of it. Because, okay, I'll call this multifaceted, or other sides of the A minor pentatonic. So that kind of thing, you know, taking, starting with one of the other notes in it, other than that. So say we go, it's A, C, D, E, anywhere these notes I'm naming are, you can use, you know, you put them in it. And then G, E, G, A, again, C, D, E, G, A, C, D, E, G, A, that's your A minor pentatonic. But again, what if I started with the A here and went, and riding heavy towards that D chord. The good way to open up a show for a guitar player is come out and do some little riffing in A minor and then go to that 4 chord of A, which is the D, you know. Very impactful, and it takes it out of the predictable. If you just come out and you do a riff, that's okay, but it's predictable. That's what we kind of expect. Do some little things that's not expected. And there's a lot of zillion things outside the box you can do. I was doing something earlier today with the E minor. And just laying heavy on that flat 5 in E minor. Doing that same principle with an E minor pentatonic with the flat 5. So there's a lot of interesting things if you sit down and take the time to not just walk up and down A minor pentatonic, A to A, A to A. You know, there's all these other things in there. And that's just, you know, there's diatonic and there's flat 5s and there's all kinds of other stuff. You know, just using the A, the basic modes in A, you'd have an A starting with your Do, Re, Mi. And you learn that everywhere it is, you know. Where start with any note from A major. So if you did there's a Ionian, then your Dorian, A Dorian. Which is actually the notes out of G major, just starting with the second note in G major. Then you've got A Phrygian. So I got to think, because that's from F major. So I just play all the notes of F major, but lean on the A note, and it's A Phrygian. So we'd have, is that right? Yeah. A Phrygian, then you got A Lydian, which comes from D, think E major. You go, you start with the A note and then play all the notes of the E major scale and you get A Lydian. So you're going all the blocks of that key of E major and you got your A Lydian flavor. Just start with the A note and play to the A, but play all the notes of E major. Then you got your A Phrygian flavor. Then we've got the one I use the most, the Mixolydian of A, which is comes from D major. So again, if you took D, 1, 2, 3, the A note of D major. So I would play from that A note and lean towards the A and but play the notes of the D major scale, and you'll hear the A mixolydian. So that's your A mixolydian, and your mixolydian mode. And then after mixolydian is your natural minor called the Aeolian mode, is your pure A minor scale. Comes from C major. Then your last mode in A major would be, I'm not in A major, I mean in A. Mode in A. It's not all A major. It's A major. The first one I did was Ionian, the second one was Dorian, the third one was Phrygian, the fourth one was Lydian, the fifth was Mixolydian, the sixth one, which I just did, was A natural minor, or called Aeolian. This one's low crane. It's a diminished flavor. And it's the actually B flat it comes from. Because if you took B flat and went B flat. The seventh note in it is an A. So we'll play from the A, playing the notes of B flat, which I got to think about because I almost never do this. I hope I got this right. Let me think. B flat. Yeah. So if I was playing with some band and they were favoring that diminished, you know, that A diminishing. Whoops, what did I do? Then I would play that kind of scale stuff, you know. I went on a side journey with, I was starting out with just showing you other things you can do with A minor pentatonic. So I went down a rabbit trail and gave you 7 modes in A. Go over 15 minutes. I just get bored, so I do a video. I want to share things that might help somebody expand their playing to above average. The more you know, the more above average you'll go.